All right, now here we go in 3, 2, 1. What up, All Stars?
Hey! We back, baby.
Oh my God, we are back. Welcome back to No Bards Allowed. Or if you're listening for the first time, there's one episode before this. Go listen to it. Dungeons and Dragons TTRPG podcast run by a bunch of amateur entertainers and professional friends. My name is B. Felons, and I will be running this game for everybody. This fun game of D&D. And we're gonna. I'm gonna throw it around to the gang to introduce themselves and their characters, or maybe not their characters yet.
Intrigue all night long. I'm Dart, and I'm playing Arthur Page Llewellyn. A pleasure to meet you all.
I'm Shay O'Shea, and I am playing Osgruk Thorum.
I am Fuse, and I'm playing Bilbin Billings. Pleasure.
And I'm Will, and I'm playing someone you haven't quite met yet.
Yeah, we haven't met Will's character yet,
But we're gonna kill him.
Yeah, we might. Might not make it out of session 2. But the nice thing is, Will's really creative. He can come up with a new character, and then
I already have 7.
Yeah.
It's fine. They're all fighters.
They all are the same class with different names.
Just keep recycling the same character,
It's 7 human fighters.
Incredible.
Every single one is a battle master.
Also, all of their names are Tom for some reason.
Well, we're feeling good here. Anyone have anything that they want to talk about before we get into initiative today?
No, just R.I.P. Harambe.
For the record, this is 2024 when we're recording this.
So far.
So coming up on the anniversary.
I'll wave a newspaper in front of the mic so you know.
Is that true?
I don't remember what
true?
year he was killed.
Siri.
I don't know.
When did Harambe die?
I don't know if we can do
Well,
that.
It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter if.
May 28th? Yo,
Can we
we're kind of
feature
coming up.
Siri on this?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Wait, what year was it?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to cut that. Sorry, we'll fix it in post.
We're not cutting any of that shit.
I
that'll be
can't
a
wait to
Patreon
edit
thing.
all these shenanigans.
All right. Well, in that case, we are gonna do little recaps at the start of all these episodes, just to remind people in case they've taken a break since then. But rather than myself doing a recap, I'm gonna pass it around to one of our player characters to do it. So, Bilbin Billings, would you mind reading a recap of what happened in the last session?
Wouldn't mind at all, B. Last we left off, we found ourselves in Dublin on the night of Mezaka's Bloom, a spring festival to celebrate goddess of life and nature. We met the hobgoblin Oz, taking a break from his professional duties to join his Aunt Zika, the head of lorekeeper of Dublin, and Reinhard.
Reynard.
Yeah.
Think France.
And Reynard, her
it
young
is.
wizard apprentice, at the Frosty Pike Tavern. There we met me, Bilbin Billings, a human firefighter who earlier that day joined Vox Omar Osif, leader of Dublin, on a quest to investigate the scorched patches of earth north of the city. While out there, they stumbled upon Arthur Page Llewellyn, a humble dwarven farmer from Woodhammer. After his pet fairy dragon Tabitha stole mine and Omar's amulets, after convening for drinks, chili, and tea, a strange figure stood staring into the window. After we spotted the figure outside, the creature turned to run north and left a scorched front print.
But, that might have been my. Was it? Did
Now,
it say,
I actually
say
said, see, Will's going to be like,
what?
front footprints.
How many feet do you have?
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what Will's character is.
How many fucking feet do you
You don't know.
have?
You only saw the top half
Maybe
of my
100.
body.
Maybe 100.
Why stop there?
Yeah.
102,
Oh my god,
maybe?
he's right. Hold on, I got to redo my character sheet.
All right.
hold on. After convening for drinks, chili, and tea, a strange figure stood staring into the window. After we spotted the figure outside, the creature turned to run north and left a scorched footprint as he did. And boy, do I hate scorched earth.
And as we pick up, we rolled initiative at the end of last session. And so we're going to jump to the top of the initiative order with our unknown figure. Will, would you like to describe your character for the audience as he lurks in the shadows of Dublin trying to make a run for it?
You desperately want this, but I'm going to make you wait for it. Until
Edging.
Somebody else?
Until our fellows really catch a glimpse of who I am. I think I'm going to keep that close to the chest.
Cool.
In the meantime, I believe I am first in initiative order
Yeah. That's
with
why
a
we're here.
nat 20 making a 22.
So what I can tell you about your situation right now is that you are 90 feet in front of these three individuals moving towards you in the night. You've turned to make a run for it. I know you said you wanted to look for maybe somewhere to dip into. What I can tell you about Dublin is that it is, while it is maybe the biggest town that you've been in days along your journey, it is not it's not a city. It's not like the cities you may have, one or two of the cities you may have traveled through to get here. So in terms of, like, there's not really alleyways. It feels somewhat, there's streets, then there's houses. Sure. You can dip between houses if you want to, but there's not. But most of the houses are 2 or 3 spaced out between these streets. I would say that you're 30 feet from the next corner that you could maybe turn around.
Okay.
That heading the direction you are, 30 feet that way. It's kind of like the next 4-way intersection. What would you like to do?
All right, so you're saying, so is that 30 feet for me to get to the corner or get just around the corner?
To the corner.
To the corner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I just turned, I'm running. I see the 3 of them drunkenly yelling at me in the night and following me around. Yeah. I only have 30 feet of movement. Do I see anything I could hide in? Like what's kind of like debris is not the right word, but like what's like around me, like on this street?
Sure. Make a perception check for me.
That is a 12 on the die, which makes a 17.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, you see, I think what you would see is that people in this town there's like barrels next to some of these houses that people would presume, you don't know what they would store in them. It could be trash. It could be, coals for a fire. It could be fish slurry. It's hard to say, you're on the coast. You're in a fishing town. So I would say that there's, you have in the next 30 feet, you've got, you're next to like a house, and there's one more house between you and the corner of this, until you hit like what seems like an intersection.
Okay.
And then, other than that, so like, that's like, if you wanted to like dive into something, those are probably your best bets. You haven't used any movement yet. So the house, on the corner does have its lights on. It looks like they're hosting like a party inside. The house next to you, you're not sure.
Great. So I'll action dash another 30 feet of movement. I'll get to the corner and go around to the left, headed north, and then I'll be looking for a place to hide again, but we can wait for my next turn to do that.
Can you give me an athletics or an acrobatics check to avoid difficult terrain as you turn the corner? Because the streets it's a small town. There are a lot of people that come and visit during this festival time, and so you're running. You might be able to slip into the crowd and hide. Now that you're at the corner, like, you see that this main street is like, people are out on the street. Like, the festival's almost over, but there's still people out and about. So as you turn, what did you roll on your athletics or acrobatics?
That athletics check would be a 16.
16, cool. I would say that you can use your full movement then as you turn the corner, if you want to, and you can you weave through people. Like, you're drawing attention to yourself by using your full movement if you want to do that as you get into this crowd. But yeah, you can use that movement if you want to.
I think my first and foremost thought is getting away, and I'm sort of figuring it out as I go. So I think full movement, I'll round the corner. I think seeing the crowd, I would not even like assimilate with the crowd. I think I'll be using the crowd to try and like create, like, block a line of sight.
Okay, cool. Next up in the initiative order is Arthur Page Llewellyn. Arthur, you see this figure kick up some fire from their foot as they run down the street, turn the corner as you see the pike is there's people, but it's pretty quiet off on this drag at this point, but you see people in the street as it pushes towards the closer to where like that festival area was you pulled through. What would you like to do?
Bilbin, unbridled fire.
Fire. As you see his eyes wide open.
Well, I'm just a farmer.
You're just riling up Bilbin. You're like,
Bilbin, go get him.
well, I'm just a farmer.
I don't know what to do about this, really. I guess I'm just gonna kind of like start running forward. Like, come on, guys, what are you taking so long for?
Awesome. Are you going to use your action to just like dash?
Yeah, I'll just kind of keep dashing, but I'm not gonna be able to catch
Cool.
up.
I was gonna say you see Arthur sees the movement, but not moving super quickly. Arthur has the appearance of someone in the like middle age. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The age seems to show as Arthur starts to go into a full out sprint down.
Also,
All right,
just
you youngsters need to catch up.
above the table, having played a dwarf not too long ago, what's your speed?
25 feet, baby.
You're leading the way.
Yeah, come on, y'all. And I guess I'll just be like running, and I'll grab my trusty cast iron in both hands. Any youngsters out here, you better watch out. Nobody better be causing no trouble with any fires around here, okay? That's all I got.
Sweet. Moving next, we move to Bilbin. Bilbin, what are we doing here?
I love that enthusiasm, Arthur. As I dash with my action and very clearly get out in front of Arthur Page Llewellyn.
There you
with my
go.
speed. I have 40 speed because I have mobile as a feat, which increases my speed by 10 feet.
Oh shit! So you're getting 80 to a dash.
As well as when I dash, difficult terrain does not cost me any extra movement, if there's any. That's kind of more of a flex right now because I don't think there is any difficult terrain.
So you may not know it yet, but the creature running ahead of you is in a crowd of people that is going to continue to cause difficult terrain.
Well,
so you move 80 feet.
80 feet.
80 feet with your
forward.
movement. You are dangerously close to turning this corner. You feel like the person in front of you, got a head start, but you feel fast. You train for this, right? Your job is to be quick to the jump.
Being well suited in strength and conditioning, being on the brigade, it does not feel like I'm at a loss of breath on this sprint forward, even in half plate, because I do train under half plate.
Do you even lift, bro?
I lift more than you.
You don't know me.
I don't even know you, and I know I lift more than you.
You do. For the record, you do.
You get him, Bilbin. I'll be right. I'll be right there.
So I'm definitely far ahead.
Yeah,
in the crowd,
you-
with agility, even though I'm wearing half plate, able to dodge and weave through the crowd.
You're not quite to the crowd yet, actually.
Oh, okay.
You're about, you see the crowded street in front of you. You're about 10 feet from where whoever this cloaked figure was turned to the left.
And is he leaving these little prints of scorched earth as he rolls?
No, it was
No,
it
that's-
was
as he moves?
it was the first.
Okay.
You noticed it on the first one.
Okay.
And that's it.
Do I have a read on where this mysterious figure is?
No, right now.
Okay, so I'm just headed in that direction.
Yep, you
Okay.
know what direction he
Okay.
turned, and we'll see if you can
Okay,
catch up.
and then I end my turn.
Sweet. Next up is Oz.
Oz sees everyone, takes off towards the crowd. He is like, all right, well, I guess we're heading off. Hold up, Bilbin. And runs after. And I will take my action to dash as well.
Sweet. With that, we're gonna move back to the top of the initiative order. Will, your character. So I will tell you this: if you want to continue moving full speed, you're gonna have to make checks to avoid difficult terrain again, as the street stays crowded with you. It looks like the people clear out in like 100, 120 feet. But the edge of town is still a ways up.
Right.
We're like close to the heart of the city right now. Or
Right.
it's the town still.
Which means I need to I'm not gonna outrun. Well, would I be able to, like, as I kind of came around this corner, like, look back? Would I have any sense of how quickly these guys are gaining on me?
No, because you didn't look back at all in that
Sure.
first turn, so I don't think you have any clue. You know that you're not slow, but you really have no idea. You also see, I mean, there's like a family that you slip past. You hear a little girl say, "Where's he going, Mom?" And like people, you're drawing attention. Like it's dark out, but there's people using magic to entertain, and there is light on the street. It's not, even though it's nighttime, it is well lit because of the festival.
Okay, then I think at the start of this, having come around the corner, I think I'll again be looking. I know there's the crowd of people I can kind of hide between, but like as I'm kind of in the street, I think again I'm checking for like shops I can dip into, or like
There are shops on the street as opposed to houses, so you do see that like you could try to slip in between like a house. There are vendors and stuff out front, but there aren't any shop. It's kind of like a smattering of like houses and shops on the street, but they're mostly dark on this main drag as people are out and about. So I would say you can make a perception check if you want to see if there's like an optimal place to hide.
yeah, even I'm honestly, even if it's like I can hide behind a cart out front, or there's
You can
something like
you can certainly, I mean, if you want to take the time, if you want to take the time to like blend in, you definitely can.
I think that those are my options. Like, I'm looking for a place to hide. I would try and hide somewhere. I'm not going to try and blend in with this crowd. Like, I know that's not going to happen.
Sure.
So that's a 17 perception.
Cool. Yeah, you can. I mean, there's like that like you are walking down the street and like people have kind of seen you, but you do see behind one of the more popular vendors, if you can get around them, you can 25 feet in front of you. If you can get around them and get in between, there's like a general I think it's called Gorb's General Store. Yeah, Gorb's General Store is there, and then next to Gorb's is a house that's not lit up right now. So there's a little pathway in between those. Right now, that is the clearest path that you can see.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
if you want to use your movement, you're not going to be able to run in a straight line north. You're going to have to veer a little bit to try to get over there.
I think that's fine. I think noting that I'm drawing more attention the longer I'm out here running for my life. I think the clearest path forward would be
Cool. Give me athletics or acrobatics again to not have difficult terrain in this moment.
that's a 9.
Cool. You start to move that way, and after 15 feet, you accidentally run into the back of a large human man. You bump into him and he says, "Hey, watch where you're going."
My apologies.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
just take it. There's kids out here, okay? So you have used your movement, and your movement you only got 15 feet, so you did not make it. So
Dash
you can
action.
you can use your dash to get into that alley,
Yeah.
but you will not be able to use an actual hide as an action.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I miss playing rogues. Great. Yeah. Yeah, I will everything I've got just to get into the alley again, just trying to break line of sight.
Yeah, you're there, but you're on the edge. Anything else you want to do?
I don't know if there's much else I can do at this point, and I think I'm fully focused on. I think my survival instincts have kicked in, and I'm, for once, feeling like the prey, and I'm just getting out.
Cool. Moving ahead. Thanks everyone for listening to us do this dashing initiative. It's a crazy chase scene.
Dash.
Crazy chase scene.
Arthur, back to you. You've been nearly past at this point.
Yeah, we've been
Like,
past right out the gate. I was running real fast, and now I'm already winded. So, you boys are gonna have to take up the mantle without me. But in this moment of like almost like hands on knees kind of thing, just like, gotta take a quick breather. The air in like AP's lungs, just trying to breathe really heavy. I feel like my heart starts beating like really fast. Oh shit. Oh no. Watch out, Bilbin. And just I let out a huge breath of air from my lungs, and just a gust of air goes you're right in front of me and goes and pushes you like 5 feet forward.
Oh, cool.
As this happens, Arthur, can you roll me a D20 roll?
A little wild magic check.
Yeah, a little wild magic check.
16.
Cool. You
All right.
you feel just as you do that, you feel a tinge of something deep within you that is familiar at this point. Familiar, but so confusing, and it feels like a shadow almost as you push Bilbin just a little bit closer.
Oh shoot! Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do. You all right over there?
Oh, just dusting off the old plate here.
Bilbin, you've been moved up to the corner now at this point.
Okay.
Arthur, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I'm just gonna like continue like now slower, kind of like hobbling, running after Bilbin.
Heck yeah. Moving next, Bilbin, you are at the corner. You can turn left and start moving through the crowd. What would you like to do?
Do I know which direction this mysterious figure went?
You saw the figure turn left.
Okay.
You are welcome to
Turn right.
do yeah. I mean, you certainly
Shay's
can.
like, bro.
Yeah, I would say you can make a perception check and then move. You can move and then make a perception check.
If I saw him move left, I'm going to go left as well.
Cool.
So I'm going to use my 40 movement. Is this difficult terrain now?
Yes, it is difficult terrain, but you ignore difficult terrain is what you said.
Only when I dash. So I'm going to go ahead.
Can you? Cool. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. 4.
Cool. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to go left, and I'm going to, because it's difficult terrain, I'm going to dash. So I have 80 movement of non-difficult terrain
Okay. Great.
to use. And just because I know it's going to be difficult, I want to have no difficult terrain to hopefully catch up to him.
Okay. Great. You're using your energy to dash. Are you looking around? What are you doing? while
Yeah,
you're running?
as I'm still sprinting forward, dashing, I'm glancing at everyone I can to see if anyone seems to be this mysterious figure that we saw, anyone that seems maybe out of place, anyone that seems that they are also running, as well as anyone that might have had a run-in with this character to kind of signal to me which direction to keep going.
Sure. I think unfortunately because of that low perception check, there's just so much happening, and because you made the choice, because you made a choice of, am I going to take my time and look to see if they're hiding, or am I going to assume that they kept running and I'm going to move? You made that choice to keep running, and so I think you see a couple making out in the corner, and you see parents like holding their kids sleeping in their arms as they like walk through the street for the night. There's lanterns hanging out, the green and yellow and orange lanterns strung up along the street that you see. It's such a big crowd, and you move through with ease, very politely. People take notice that you're moving very well, but you right now you're not sure where this hooded figure went, and you have used your turn to move 80 feet through the crowd.
Yeah, I get to the end of my movement and stop and just start looking around, and then end my turn.
Cool. Oz?
Oz will continue following the lead of Bilbin, and now I'm sure he's past Arthur by now, but Bilbin, see where he went.
So I will say you used a full dash.
Yeah.
So you turn the
60
corner.
feet of movement.
Yeah. So you turn the corner. So you have to use your movement to get to the corner. You saw Bilbin turn the corner. He was moving.
Yeah.
Athletic guy, like running fast. So you don't make it to to Bilbin. Like you turn the corner and you see a crowd of people. You can make a perception check if you'd like to look for Bilbin or look for the cloaked figure.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna make a perception check then. I think that's a 13. Let me just. I have -1. Yeah, 13.
So it's funny. What were you looking for, Bilbin?
I was looking for Bilbin, yeah, because he was ahead, so I'm trying to follow his lead.
So what's funny is that you rolled a 13. If you had rolled higher, you might have spotted Bilbin. On a 13, though, not a bad check. What you do notice is that there's a large crowd of people complaining on the right side of this. Like, there's people that are having like loud conversation, complaining about somebody running through the crowd, like causing a scene. People talking. So you don't see Bilbin, but you do see a commotion.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head towards the commotion, kind of still looking through the crowd to see, like, kind of peeking over, looking to see if I see anybody running. And I'll approach one of the people complaining, and say, I'm following some people. Did you see where they went?
Who are you looking for?
Tall, athletic fellow. He's got some half plate chasing another person in robes.
Person in robes bumped into me a few seconds ago. He ran over here somewhere. The tall guy running fast. I saw some running guy way up there down the street.
The robe. Where'd the robe guy go?
I don't over by this Orzo stand over here.
Okay. And I'm gonna head towards the Orzo stand.
Hell yeah.
If I can get there with my movement, but I use my full weight. You said I use my full.
It was your movement to get to the corner.
I was gonna say,
dash.
can you make me an athletics check as well,
Sure.
or acrobatics?
Okay. Natural 1.
Cool. You, I would say that you miraculously made it. I think you actually, you didn't even like, this guy isn't necessarily like, he points and he's like, he bumped into me over there, and then he like took off towards that stand. But he's pointing like 15 feet away right now. So you're not right. It's not like, oh, it's right there. He's 15 feet from there.
Well, I can't really do much more. I could. Yeah, I guess I'll use my action to dash again to get closer to where I think the hooded figure went.
That was your action.
Okay, cool, perfect. Then we're good.
I think there are other people that saw you dip into that corridor now. You're hearing it from behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. You did not hide, and it is your turn now. Again, what would you like to do?
Sigh. I would love if there's anywhere for me to hide in this like alley corner. I think I would do that.
There's a couple barrels. There's
These fucking barrels.
yeah.
There's not even like do I see any like foliage or anything that I could like?
No, it's been winter time, so there's like this is
right.
it's not there's not much for greenery right
The
now.
island. Okay. I think in all the exasperation that I'm feeling right now, I will try and hide in a barrel.
Great. You open up a barrel, and it's not full, but it's got like just trash, like not like gross trash, but it's got like festival trash. Like people have been like throwing like paper and like that, there's leftovers from the day in this trash can. So, it's definitely like it's like, oh, this is a trash can. You can definitely jump inside of it and hide if you want to do that.
God damn it. I'm going to turn. I'm going to take my staff off of my pack. I'm going to face towards the main street and take what comes.
Cool. You are walking back out into the street? Like,
I'm not. I think I'm standing in the alley. I think there's a small part of me that's hoping that that's all it took. But surely these 3 drunk dudes aren't going to chase me forever. But I think I'm sort of like saying, all right, this is potential final stand. I'm holding my ground here.
okay. You stop. You make are you presenting in an aggressive way or in a?
I think in the, when you like round the corner in like a FromSoft game and the boss is just ominously standing there, like going for that kind of just like
Cool.
I'm doing my best. My best attempt at passive intimidation, which is a stat I wish I had.
Killer.
And I'm just standing there waiting.
Cool.
Are you telling me a fog door appears in front of you?
And a little gold bar where you can summon.
Cool. We're not going to leave initiative quite yet, even though you're taking.
Oh, the fight hasn't begun.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Cool.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. Arthur, you are.
I'm running.
Where are you? You're 15 feet from the corner. You're almost at the corner now.
Well, I kept running the last time. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
but
long
you didn't
this,
you used your action to do something else,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Still
you
got 25 feet of movement though.
Oh yeah, you were like 90 feet from the corner. So when we
yeah.
started, so you're
I'm moving.
you're 15 feet. If you use half your movement right now, you get to the corner to the crowd.
These knees aren't made like they used to be. Okay, I'm gonna keep running. I'll run up to the corner, see what all this hubbub is about.
I'm gonna say that Oz is close enough that you see Oz not too far from you.
Oz, what's going on?
I think I've zeroed in our escapee.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be right around this corner. These people were saying that he ran down around that Oz or what did you say that stand was?
Orzo.
Orzo.
Hold on, there's an Orzo stand. Oh, all right.
I fucking knew it.
Hold on. Let me watch the. I'll catch up the rear. You guys take care of whatever's. I'll watch your back. I'm just gonna start heading towards the Orzo stand.
Sick,
So I'll just full dash, I guess, towards the Orzo stand.
great.
Just like kind of moving through the crowd.
Feel free to give me an athletics or an
No,
acrobatics.
I'm not trying to push past anybody. I'll take the half
Cool.
movement.
You're on your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just.
You'll be
Excuse
there.
me.
You'll be
Hey,
there.
so sorry about
Yeah,
this.
you'll
So
be
sorry.
there.
I hope your night's going real well.
Are you my dad?
Oh, is this the line?
Incredible.
The line for Orzo.
So incredible. All right. That is your turn, I
Yep.
assume. Cool. Bilbin, we jump to you. You hear commotion behind you. You realize you've gone too far, and you can turn back and see Oz, and you see Arthur walking across the street, and you see Oz staring towards the. You see both of them staring at an Orzo stand, but with different intentions.
How far away are they?
At this point, you're about 40 feet from. You should be able to get to. You should be able to get back to like where Oz is with 40 feet of.
But
movement.
is that non-difficult terrain? Because wouldn't difficult half that?
Give me athletics
Oh, that's not.
or acrobatics. We're trying to get through a crowd.
Let's do athletics.
Great.
Oh no. 7. And that's with a rolled 2.
Wow.
So you use that's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, firefighter.
You start to use your movement. You're like you think you see a good lane, and then this group of goblin children come running out and like do a ring around you.
So it's a dubious lane here in Dublin.
Yeah, it's these goblin children like singing a song and like dancing in a circle around you, and like their moms are like, oh, kids, don't do that. Don't.
Wait, they're not bards.
They're just kids singing.
Don't bring the kids into this.
It's a little early for
Leave
that.
the kids alone.
Leave the kids out. They're exempt.
And you feel like you could maybe you can probably get over to where Oz is still, but you may not be able to do much else.
In now this circle of friendship and folly, I use my action to dash to get through the difficult terrain.
In that case, yeah, and so in that
Now
case,
finding myself in some precarious situation with goblins singing around me.
Well, and so now I think you like I think you like dance around these kids as their moms come to break them up, and you, I think you get to Oz. You probably still have, because you're
Okay.
dashing and ignoring. Now you probably have a little bit of movement left. Y'all are not far from. You can talk to Oz if you want to.
Oz, tell me what you see, brother.
Well, don't see anything just quite yet, but
You get any information? You get any whereabouts of this fella?
that person down there, they said that he ran this way.
He's over there. He's already pushing past, but he walked. That guy pushed past, but he points back towards the alley and the Orzo stand again.
Okay, so I look that direction, and whatever movement I have left, I head that way.
Cool. You use your movement and you stand at the entrance of a little alleyway corridor between this shop and this house, and you see the cloaked figure you were chasing standing in front of you.
Well. Made me work up quite a sweat here, mister.
I've done absolutely nothing.
How I see it, that's not how I see it.
How do you see it?
I see it that you're causing a ruckus in town. You're making a fool out of yourself, bumping into these here townsfolk, just trying to have a good day here at this Festivus. And, well, I don't quite like that.
You were chasing me long before that.
I was.
Why?
Well, I saw on the ground there was a bit of fire scorched beneath the earth.
You were chasing me before that.
Well, I was chasing you because one of the fellas back there, one of my buddies, he told me that we should check out this ominous fella in the shadows.
So, 3 men in a bar saw a 19-year-old kid outside and thought we should chase this guy through the night.
Well, you see, there's been a lot of mysterious acts been happening in these parts, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. And I see scorched earth here along the ground and mysterious figures, and, putting two and two together makes me want to follow a fella like you.
Well, here I am.
Are you behind all these fires that have been scorching earth around these parts?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tough talker, are you?
I'm giving you the information you're asking for.
Well, the way I see it is it doesn't look too pretty for you.
Will, is there anything your character would like to do right now? Otherwise, I am going to come out of initiative and let everyone else catch up.
I'm not that requires initiative, but I am going to, as you're pressing me harder, you're going to see my eyes start to glow again. Again, the one, my right eye is like a pale, just like a sky blue. And the other is, normally it's like a hazel, but as my eyes start to glow, it turns like a fiery sort of orange.
Fire.
I don't make any other perceptible movements aside from that, but you just see my eyes start to like almost like heat up as this is going on.
Was that in Bilvin's head, or did he just say fire out loud?
I'm terrified to know the answer.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
I'll let the imagination go on that. As Bilbin reaches for the axe on his back, he wields it as he doesn't know what's about to happen.
As before you even have a chance to unsheath your axe, Oz first, and then if you get your Orzo quickly, you can also join the conversation. But Oz, you move, you very quickly follow behind Bilbin and reach this alleyway.
Okay. Good eyes, Bilbin. Now, who are you?
Who are you?
My name's Oz. It's a pleasure to meet you. Why are you staring inside the tavern?
Guy can't check out a bar before he walks in?
Why? I mean, yeah, but you're staring for quite some time. Are you hungry?
Just trying to decide whether or not that was risotto.
It was chilly.
So that's a no.
Nah, this is Orzo. It's a little undercooked. Howdy there. My name's Arthur Page Llewellyn. Are you the one that we've been chasing?
That would be me.
Yes, Arthur. This the fella here.
Well, we should all cool down a little bit, and I'll kind of like raise my hands up. Just you mean any trouble around here, fella?
As you raise your hands up, I think I quickly would. My staff going from like in both hands, like almost in like a fighting stance. I think I would sort of rest it on the ground, kind of almost start to lean on it. Sorry, what?
I don't know. I'm new in town, and everybody said there was trouble around here. Are you causing it?
It sure feels like it right now.
State your purpose. Here in this town, what are you doing here?
Visiting
From where?
home
And where do you call home, son?
south of here.
South of here. South of here is, would we know this?
Straight south. There's a lot of coastline. There's random little like villages and townships. The next like larger like coastal city / town is Madison, and then you would know that the like one of the largest cities on the continent is Breakwater down at the bottom corner, big port city.
What's a fella like you doing up in this town here?
Visiting.
Yeah, and who are you visiting?
I'm visiting the town.
I don't think this fella. I turn over to the guys, and I'm like, I don't think this guy wants to tell us what he's doing here. He's kind of acting a little mysterious, don't y'all think?
Well, that's fine.
Everyone's business is their own, but
when fire's involved,
yeah,
I get a little on edge.
Well, I don't see
I
no
don't-
fire right now.
You have no evidence of me setting fires.
His eye was on fire just a second ago.
why are you so concerned with fire?
PTSD strikes Bilbin
He did this earlier. I don't know.
as he stares with a blank stare, and then goes back to Oz and goes, I've had a bad experience with fire growing up, Oz. Something I wish not upon my worst enemies.
All right, then. That's all you have to say. Fair enough. I'll leave it at that.
As y'all continue chatting, behind you feel like a firm tap on the back of your shoulder. I
turn around to see who it is.
It's a hulking half orc man. He says, "All right, it's fine that you've been here, but also I'm closed, and this is my trash area. This festival. You can keep talking. You gotta move out of my alleyway.
Yes, sir. We will move out of your alleyway.
Thank you."
Wait, is this your trash here, or what do you provide service wise?
Well, this is my trash, and then this is my business next to you. I'm Gorb.
Hey, Gorb. My name's Arthur Page Llewellyn. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It is a pleasure to meet you too. The room upstairs is my room, and you're making a ruckus. I was trying to go to bed. Frankly, it's
kind of early. It is a festival going on, but apologies, sir.
It's fine. I would love for you all to come. I would love to chat tomorrow. You're welcome to pop into the shop, but I will ask you that you leave this
All right.
alleyway now.
Well, that's fine. Well, here, I'll open up one of the barrels and I'll put a little trash in there. I'll give you a little trash for your trouble. Sorry about that, sir.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. I'm going to go back inside. See you tomorrow. Gorb walks away.
Well, that was such a nice fella.
Shaking my head. Great. So we're done here.
Well, how about
What?
you come back to the bar? We could get you a drink, or I'm about to brew some tea. We got some chili coming. We could all make acquaintance and see what's going on.
How do I know you're not going to hurt me?
Well, how do we know you're not going to hurt us?
All right, Billman, come on.
Is it fire in his eyes? What do you expect me to do?
He looks all right.
Well, if we want to take this here shenanigans that's now unfolded with Mr. Nice Gorb here and leave him in his peace and take this back to the tavern where there's chili and beer and women, why don't we skedaddle on back?
There's also other people than women. There's women and men too, I think. And
Oh,
some-
yeah.
probably some non-binary folks as well. Who knows? I didn't meet everybody in the tavern.
Also, Oz and Arthur, you remember the only two women that were in the entire tavern were Tressa, Omar's wife, and
Auntie.
Oz's aunt, Zika. Those are the only two women that were in there the whole time.
Bray might be a little foggy on who was in there, but listen, I do think that we should just take this back to the tavern and sort it all out there.
This is all just a big understanding, I guess.
We got some bowls of chili waiting on us, and I bet this slightly undercooked orzo would go nicely in that chili, provide a little bit of texture. I'll give you some of my bowl if you'd like.
I want insight on Arthur.
All right.
Rollies.
I think.
Well, you don't
Yeah.
even,
I already trust-
Yeah, I'm a roll. I'm a roll.
I already trust Oz. I do not trust Bilbin.
I don't trust you either. For the
Any
record.
further than I could throw him, which I could probably throw him like 6 feet.
I'm- all right.
Yeah, but he's quick. He can get back.
Arthur,
real
I
fast.
just don't know.
All right.
I just don't know.
Arthur, what kind of check are you rolling right
I
now?
don't know.
He's just rolling.
I'm just rolling.
He's rolling to make sure the Orzo's.
I'm going to roll an insight against your insight.
That's only a 10.
Mine's a 19.
I'm gonna say that.
Oh,
the,
you're rolling inside on me?
Yeah, I'm rolling insight. I'm not trying to lie. I'm just rolling an insight against your insight.
I think that on a 10, I think it's hard because you've been a lot of people fending for themselves and come from a tough culture, and so I think it's somebody being. I think, frankly, you've had a surprising amount of random kindness as you've traveled in the recent 10-day, and this is the most kind interaction. And I think you probably think he's being genuine, but you're not sure, and it probably makes you a little uncomfortable. But I don't, yeah, 19 insight.
All I want to know is, does he look scared?
Does your character look scared?
On a 19? Yeah.
And as you, I think you probably see that fear as maybe do you step forward a little bit back into the light of the street?
Yeah. I think now is probably the time. Yeah, as I step forward, I think I might have mentioned it earlier, I'm towering over most of you at about 6.5 feet.
I'm a solid 2 feet shorter than you.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm wearing this dark hooded cloak. There's some actually, Arthur, you might notice, especially there's some like not flashy, there's some like subtle like dwarven embroidery along the hem. You say I'm holding that wooden staff, and there's like a web of antlers affixed to the top of it, but it's almost like the antlers are like growing out of the wood, and they're twisted in a way. It's almost like a hand with too many fingers. There's something off about it. The cloak I'm wearing, it's not quite enough to hide my like blackened maw. And I think as I step forward into the light, you would notice just some slight glimmers of like pearlescent white scales. And yeah, you might have noticed already there's like a rasp sort of in my voice that never really goes away. Yeah, I think that's yeah, I'm just in like some like normal clothes under that cloak. Just like, shirt and some trousers, and yeah, on Arthur's 19. Absolutely terrified.
You've received an invitation to go with these people. You have different levels of trust with all of them. Are you going to join these folks for some chili and a pint of ale?
Hey, look. We got off on the wrong foot, quite literally, it seems. No harm done. Let's find a place to warm up. Sit down. It's a little chilly out here. And there's chili in there. See what I did with that little double thingamajig.
I do not smile.
Hey, that's all right. Some
But
people are a tough crowd.
Bilbin cracks a smile.
Thanks, buddy.
I look at Bilbin, I look at Oz, I look back at Arthur. I just nod and lift my staff. Start walking.
Great.
Awesome. You all walk back towards the Frosty Pike. You turn through the door and you see Omar standing on a table with his sword out, regaling the 3 fishermen that were sitting at the bar before with some story of heroics. And that's what I went out there and I said, "You're not getting away from me this time." And me versus 4, 5, 6 guys. 6 guys. Kick their asses, frankly. Kick their fucking ass. Whoa, hey, Hey! Bilbin!
Arthur, page 1. Yeah.
Are you're the one who
He's all right.
ran away?
Well,
You
Bilbin.
have to have I said I'd kick your ass in a drinking contest, and you look young, but we're gonna have to give this a go, eh? Shaughnessy, 2 pints of ale.
I'd rather not. I think actually, as he like throws his arm up to, get Shaughnessy's attention, I think I would reach out and grab his forearm.
Bold move of you. I respect it. I should get out off this table. Let's all sit and talk. I don't know who you are, but I need to talk to these.
Can I help him down?
I
think as he says, I'll take my hand off his forearm and just flip it, kind of offer a hand to help him down.
Yeah, you offer to help him down, and as he tries to step from the table onto the chair next to it, the chair slips out, and he falls to the ground, takes 3 points of damage from his fall, and then he quickly tries to get up. Almost got me there. He gets up really quickly and tries to. All right.
I think I would try to help him. I would just be like, "Whoa, dude, I got you. Hold on." And in doing so, I'm gonna cast Healing Word, and he's back at full.
Felt that magic creature. Looks at your face. Looks at your.
Only where it helps.
You've scars are burning on your scales there. Are you?
And you've got a large nose. We can leave it at that.
Hey, it's not that big.
It's fine.
My wife loves it. Tressa, tell him it's cute. It's cute. Well, are you the one who has been burning our fair city? Burning the villages north of town? Or the woods, at least?
I just got here from the south. I just got here 2 hours ago.
I don't think he's telling the truth.
Can you explain your scars then? Not to pry. I'm being rude. I'm sorry. Let's eat. There's chili. Hey, there's chili. We should eat.
Yeah, come on.
It's about time. Bloody starving.
All right. You can have my chili because I've got 2 beers. So this will be good.
I'll just take the one. Thank you.
All right. This is good. What's your name?
Saren.
Momar. It's nice to welcome to our fair city.
Pleasure.
Sorry you're meeting me. It's a festival. It's fine. Sorry. All right.
I think as he says it's fine, I definitely glance back at Bilbin. Just make sure he's not too close behind me.
It's like holding on to Belvin, like, come on, man. Don't worry about it.
I think it's hilarious that the Vox is just like fucked up. Like the leader is just unbelievably fucked up in the
Small
tavern.
town vibes.
Yeah, definitely like smelled like he has an in with the sheriff. He'll let him off with the
Well,
mission.
the sheriff's also fucked up tonight, too.
Well, and so like Oz would know, like this is not this is not normal behavior for
It's the
Omar.
festival.
It's the festival.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it. The problems of tomorrow aren't today. So
Yep.
like, let's fucking drink.
Bilbin's definitely also watching Saren with a little bit more of a watchful eye as he's eating his chili.
All right, you, I guess you, if you want.
So
I need to talk to you.
Me,
You,
Me?
sure?
Who?
me. Are you talking to Bilbin here?
I'm gonna talk to everybody,
Oh, well, why didn't you say so?
but definitely Oz and Bilbin, you two.
All right.
All right. Whew. You all sit down and start to eat your chili, and
can I actually cast detect poison and disease before I start eating?
yeah, there's nothing.
You never know.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All right.
get it.
Cool. Continue.
It's a good call. When Bilbin's standing over your shoulder, it's a very good call.
Something wrong with that chili, boy?
It's a little hot. I'm just waiting for it to.
Oz is already halfway done with his bowl, and he's like already sticking that like cornbread that you gave me or whatever it was into
Oh,
it.
hey, how's that doing for you?
Oh, so good.
Oh, yeah. Great. Oh,
Yeah, I just don't like things
gusto.
when
I
they're.
like that.
I just don't like things when they're too hot. You know.
Well, I'll be fucked. We might have something we agree on.
Look at you go, Bill. When you see, this is how it's done. Compromise.
Man, you guys are all so funny. All right. We need to get to the bottom of these fires. This scorched earth north of town. Oz, what we learned today is that it seems like it could be coming from magical fire. It's not natural, but it's unnatural. It feels magical. I was hoping that maybe Bilbin, Oz, myself, you, I want to ride out and get a closer look, and then these bandits are a problem. It's only a matter of time before they cause more chaos, and I don't want to have to bring the Guardians in here. So, one of the fishermen north of town said that he was at Mirror Lake and saw them headed towards this. There used to be some old village or something like that, some cottages in the woods, this small community. I don't know. I never really met them. They were herbalists and healers maybe, or I don't know. They'd come into town from time to time, but they kept to themselves. They lived off the land. Seemed like nice folks. Someone said they saw the bandits heading that way, or somebody suspicious at least. I want to go out there tomorrow and take a look, and if you're willing, and if you're already out there, and we could always, I don't know. I have a hunch that's who's starting these fires, and I just want to bring peace and rest to not just Dublin, but everybody along this part of the coast.
Yeah, maybe we should get you a little peace and rest just of your own right now.
That's a good idea. And Tressa chimes in and she's like puts her hand on him and she's like, yes, sweetie, I think it'd be good if we walked by the inn. My sister and Patrick can get these 4 men a room, and then we can go home and get some rest for the night. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. All right. Well, what do we think? Do we all we can buy you all. We can get you all rooms for the night.
Oh,
Well, as
that's
you know,
mighty generous. Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm staying with my auntie. You know that.
Your aunt's house is on the inn is that main drag that y'all were running down is actually just a little bit further north. It's like right near the edge of town, like kind of like one of the first things people see as they come in. Your aunt actually lives up on that side of town, so you live up there. Which says, yes, of course. And Omar says, how about this? I'll come to the inn. We'll all get some breakfast. We'll discuss it in the morning. 9, 10.
Yeah.
Sound like a plan? I don't want to take you away from your studies. This is.
You intrigued me with magical fire. I think that's quite interesting enough.
You need to get outside more.
Bilbin, breathe.
I've met your father. You're your father's boy. I don't know. It's adventure. Being outside is good for you sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. 9. Good.
Call it 9.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna stop by. We're gonna stop by the inn, and my sister Nanette. She's the innkeeper. Her and her husband Patrick run it together. I'll get the 3 of you rooms, and you'll be taken care of for the night.
All right.
Thank you for helping
Thank you.
my husband tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
It's nice to meet you all.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
All right, boys. Omar stands up. And he goes around and just like fucking like gives you guys all like super hard hugs around the shoulders.
You're a big man.
Saren makes it very clear that that is not desired.
I get it. I respect you. You're gonna want one of these hugs someday.
He was quite firm.
And Omar and Tressa and Zika has been there, and she says, "Well, now he's I've not seen him have that many drinks in quite some time. Whew, all right, I need to go home. I'm tired. Go help out Omar tomorrow. I think it'll be good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do some reading for you.
I can't get too backed up on this.
I know. It'll be okay."
All right.
They all leave. The bar has started to wind down in general. Elmar is not the only one that was, pretty drunk at the end of this bloom, this celebration. Tressa gives you all the directions to the inn you're staying at, and Oz should be able to walk with you most of the way back up there. Do y'all do anything else? And any other conversations that anyone's having other than polite banter in this moment? We've got plenty of time. So
I do think after Omar leaves, at some point I'm certain I'd take my hood off, just as like not a letting my guard down, but it's just harder to eat.
Also, Saren, Omar was very drunk. But you listen to his words.
I totally forgot. I meant to roll inside on that.
Yeah,
or not. Probably history for.
I think it's you can do either, whichever one you'd rather do.
Yeah, we're talking like 8 at best.
That's great. You roll an 8 insight. You heard something that sounded familiar, and you wouldn't have made insight unless you felt some familiarity to something you heard. Yeah. I don't think you know what to make of it based on the little that Omar said, but with the feelings that you have gotten that led you to this place, this is the first thing you've heard that feels like maybe could be what you're looking for, what you came here to find. I think you're probably left curious to maybe have another conversation with this man when he's had less to drink.
No.
The Osefs settled your, any tab that there was at the Frosty Pike before you head back. You all head north. Oz can point out the inn, the Let 'Em All In. You walk in and you see a who you can only assume is Tressa's sister, Nanette, a tiefling woman with beautiful ruby red skin and a messy dark brown bun pulled up behind her head and black eyes flecked with gold. She wears a simple black dress with sequined red roses outlined along the skirt and has a brilliant red rose in her hair to match. She looks tired. It's been a long festival day and it's, we're in the late hours of the night. She looks at you all and says, "Oh, you must be the 3 that are joining us this evening. Tressa mentioned that you're maybe helping Omar with something tomorrow."
I do believe that is us.
Seems that way.
It's very kind.
The name's Arthur Page Llewellyn. How are you?
Nanette. Said,
Nanette. Oh, lovely to meet you.
Yeah. Nanette Khan. Yeah, it's very nice to meet you as well. Well, we're wrapping up. Yeah, Patrick's cleaning up the kitchen right now. So we're closed for service for the night, but your rooms you're ready for you. Thanks for joining us at the Let 'Em All In.
Oh, thank you. I think all we need are rooms, right?
Yeah, where are those keys at?
Here. Yeah, of course. You're in the last 3 rooms on the left, down this hallway. I know the name's a little kitschy. Patrick thought it was a cute, fun way to get people in. Let them all in. It's
Oh,
the rooms are nicer.
let them all
Now
in.
we get it.
Well, I just love the concept. I love the name. I cannot believe I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that's nice to hear, honestly.
I like it. It's cute.
Well, I've got to finish closing the books for the night, but welcome to Dublin.
Thank you.
Much obliged.
As the 3 of you go to your separate rooms and as Oz, you go back to your house, is there anything else anyone wants to do in this spring festival evening?
I would love to grab Saren before we
Oh,
go to our rooms, if possible.
grab him.
Great.
You're gonna physically grab me.
No. Just
Just
tap
yeah.
you. Just like, hey there. I know it's been a kind of an eventful evening tonight, but just wanted to say it's good to meet you.
Likewise. From getting chased across town to being asked to do a favor for the Vox to getting a free room. This is not how I thought my day was going to go. But
Me neither. Feel like I'm in over my head and I don't know, just other people's business now.
I wouldn't mind a nice 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, it sounds like a dream right now.
Saren's like
Hopefully no dreams though,
full rasp in Saren's voice, like as if he's had the longest day in the history of the world.
You want a little bedtime snack? I'm gonna pull out like a cornbread shortbread with a little glaze on it. This is my last one. You look like you could use a little snack.
Wouldn't dream depriving you of that.
I love making goodies for my friends.
All right. I'll reach out and take it. I think I'll pause for a second and I'll just look down at it and back up at you and just thank you for being kind.
Hey,
And I'll
of course.
just turn and head towards my room.
What a weird guy. All right.
Beautiful. Anyone else have anything they want to do before we take a long rest? Great.
I wouldn't mind leveling up. If
Yeah, I love it too, right?
Can I
We
level
just
up?
had our first initiative.
Yeah, we rolled
so
initiative.
now
That
we
was
go
combat,
Level two.
Unexpected initiative.
Dun, da, 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 dun.
So
Cool.
all right, cool. So you may all, for any of you that expended resources, I don't know that everyone did, but you're welcome to mark a long rest.
Cast every single one of my spells.
Now, our temp HP is gone
Yep.
with that, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah. It lasts for 8 hours. So yeah, once we
How long does that chili last, though?
It's a lifetime.
You're right. Memories that last a
Or
lifetime.
like a few hours,
I'm
maybe.
really wanting some chili now.
Chili.
You all rise in the morning. Oz, you wake at your aunt's house. Whenever you come downstairs, she's probably already. Do you think Oz is an early riser?
No. I think Oz is like, he doesn't get up like at the break of dawn. He's probably more of like a 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock kind of guy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely you come. So your aunt's house is like a cute little 2-story purple house. It's an old house. Like the roof definitely should have gotten redone in like a couple of years ago. Yeah, but it's a cute little home, 2 stories tall. On the upstairs, it's both bedrooms. So it's 2 bedrooms upstairs, yours to the left, your aunt's to the right, with a little staircase down the middle that leads you into this like big, think of like the Weasley living room from Harry Potter. Like it's like there's lots of stuff there's lots of stuff everywhere. There's like the kitchen's in one corner, and there's like a pot of hot water like steaming as you walk down this, like going off as you walk down the stairs. There's a little reading corner in the front left of the room where sunlight passes through as it's coming above from the east. And then a little living room space. And your aunt's sitting at there's like a little 2-person like kitchen table thing, and she's sitting there drinking coffee. Well, that was a lively night.
Yeah, I'm glad you dragged me out of the library.
Yeah, sorry that I got you overcommitted, I suppose.
Well, yeah, you kind of did.
Well,
It's all right.
I know that you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, and I think that's okay. But you wouldn't have been tasked with this project if the school didn't believe in you. You know?
Yeah, I recognize that, Auntie, but and it's because of that I feel so pressured to get it done. It's this job is important.
I know your job's important. She pulls a little sheet from her pocket of her robe, and it's notes you've been taking on your non-work related project. And she says, I also know that you're your father's son at heart, and I think some time out, yeah, you're not going to find everything you're looking for in this life if you sit inside all day. I've worked very hard to build the career that I have and the relationships that I've had in this life, but it goes quick. It does for all the races in this world that live for a long time. We were not blessed with as much. Not too little, but don't waste away. Pursue everything.
Yeah, I appreciate those words. And he reaches over and grabs the paper.
It's notes that you have, like things you've been jotting down as you search for, your main responsibility right now is to be writing some sort of like paper or, so you're basically basically tasked with writing a book, but you're doing all this study trying to find something new about the history of Bordura. Like, that's your task from your job. These are notes. They're not new notes. They're notes that you have from talking to people in Breakwater and talking to people at ports. And you're in a port city right now, and you haven't spent a lot of time asking about this other thing you're looking for. This other thing that lots of people have looked for, and there's some mystery around it still. So I think that feels really out of reach, but I think your aunt knows that it's something you want.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's your day? Are you going to meet them for breakfast or something?
Yeah, actually, don't think that the library is in my agenda for the day. I'm going to be meeting them with Omar down at the inn for breakfast, and we're going to go see what this, investigate maybe a bit of this fire damage and perhaps investigate the whereabouts of the bandits. But
Well, that sounds like adventure to me.
yeah, the more I think about it, the more I crave it.
Well, stay safe out there. I'm gonna go get ready to head down, but I'll try to do some research for you today. She stands up and she gives you a kiss on the forehead.
Thank you, Auntie.
Yeah.
I'll be back later tonight.
All right. See you soon.
And he grabs his duster from the coat hanger by the door and in his hat, puts it on, grabs his satchel, and then you see on his satchel is that sphere that was seen earlier on his desk. It's like attached to a bracket. He removes it really quick, speaks into it, and then gently taps his chest, and then around his body, a sheen glances and casts mage armor, and then he puts it back into the bracket on his strap.
Let's go, baby.
Wizard shit.
Sick.
Yeah, baby.
You do that, and you walk out of your aunt's house and head towards the inn. When you arrive, what's everyone up to? There's basically the layout of the inn is you walk in through these large wooden double doors, wood floors throughout, a little bit creaky. It's an older building. Right or left, basically it looks like it could have been like an old mansion at some point almost, but it's been reformatted. So you walk in and there's kitchen at the rear, and then kind of the main, kind of like a modern hotel. There's a bunch of tables and like a little bar that people can go sit out right when you walk in, and then left or right are the rooms. So you all went down your rooms are all down the hallway to the left. Last three rooms on the left. What's everyone doing at the Let 'Em All In this morning?
I'm in the kitchen.
You get up so early,
Super early. Oh, absolutely.
unbelievably early, and you see, what are you cooking?
Well, I'm just actually going. I guess I'm kind of working alongside.
You got in there. I truly think you might have gotten up and
Great.
gotten in there.
Yeah,
before.
well, I would just make myself at home. I'll throw my trusty cast iron down. I just start whipping up a little breakfast. Well, let's see. Nothing too crazy. I don't want to reinvent the wheel here. We're at an inn, so I'll make a little hash. I think we're gonna do a little hash. I still got some mushrooms left over from the previous day, so we'll jumble those up again, and we'll throw in some. I'll just look around, start grabbing some potatoes and some onions, and
As you're going
and
through the
whatnot.
kitchen, you hear the door push open behind you, and this sleepy-looking, thin, light-skinned human man with sandy blonde hair walks in, and he yawns.
Morning.
Hello there.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Arthur Page Llewellyn.
Hello, I'm Padrig.
Hey, Patrick. I heard
No.
about you.
Padrig.
Padrig, so sorry about
It's all
that.
right.
My ears are still waking up.
Are you a guest here?
Well, you see, it's a bit of a long story. I'm not really paying. And I know that sounds bad.
Did somebody
but
pay for you to be here?
somebody paid for me to be here, and I thought, well, I might as well return the favor and I love me some cooking, so
You're
Well,
gonna
I
help
just
me.
start-
You're gonna help me cook this morning.
well, yeah, I got a hash going already. The potatoes are in the oven.
All right then. Great. I'll let
Coffee
you. Thanks.
or tea, if that's more your thing.
Coffee's for me.
I
Thank
also
you.
juice some oranges over there. Whatever you like.
I like you, Arthur.
Hey, I like you, Padrig. Right?
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Put my apron on. We'll get to work.
All right.
You and Padrig start whipping up some breakfast
Yeah.
for people coming down. What are Bilbin and Saren doing?
Bilbin, what time is it?
It is. It's probably. I mean, y'all need to reconvene. I think Omar said he was going to be there at 9 this morning to hash a plan.
It's an early one for Bilbin. He's like a Churchill type who gets up usually at like 10 or 11.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, you need to be down. Like presumably you're planning to meet him at 9 o'clock, sitting at the table.
All right, you see a very tired, also sandy blonde-haired, fair-skinned human walk down the stairs. There's stairs, yeah.
No, sorry, you're down the
Down the hall.
Yeah, you're down the hallway.
So you see him drudgingly kind of walk down the hall as he's kind of adjusting his armor. Bilbin goes up to the bar. Is there a barkeep?
it's kind of like an open thing. Like it's like there's Patrick kind of just like makes the food and also
I
pops
just
out.
walk out and I have like trays on my arms. I'm like, oh, hey, morning, Bilbin.
Morning.
Hey, here you go. And I throw you a cup of coffee.
And a shot of whiskey.
Oh, I'm not going to do that for you right now, but I got you some coffee. I think Patrick's the one you have to go for.
Hey,
Shot-
Patrick.
Whiskey.
Shot of whiskey.
Need a little hair of the dog.
All right, here you are. Where's your shot?
So I take the shot of whiskey and enjoy my coffee
All right.
as I wait for the feast to be put in front of me.
Just like passing out like pancakes and shit to like tables, just like other like bar guests. Like the inn guests.
There's like
and
a couple.
stuff.
There's a couple people sitting there.
Yeah.
There's like people who've been like slowly passing through throughout the morning. Saren, what you doing?
I think first thing, I probably get up with the sun, which at this time of year is probably pretty early. I take some time to just explore the room. I think I was a little too tired last night to really check my surroundings. And there's a sense of not guilt, almost just sort of almost like shame that like I was not more careful. So I'll sort of peruse the room, and then I'll sit down and open my pack and take out my journal, and I will sort of make a note of the previous day, as I always try to do. I always journal in the morning because I find I'm more outlier spikes of emotion have settled from the day before. It makes the most clarity. After that, I think I'll sit, enjoy some solitude for 30, 45 minutes, and then I'll head out.
Awesome. Yeah, the sun. Your rooms are on the side of the building where the sun rises, and so sun wakes you up early. You're in a nice double bed with almost like these it's like orange corduroy comforter on top.
I definitely like unrolled a bedroll and
Put it
used
on
that
top.
on top of the bed.
You wake up on top of a nice orange corduroy comforter, and cute shag carpet on the ground. The floors are still wooden in these rooms.
Very 70s style. I like it.
More.
Blinds not drawn in your room. Paintings on the wall of fishermen. There's one of a fisherman out at sea, and one of the coastline, and then just like a little map of kind of like this northwestern coastline as well.
Can I look at that map for a minute?
Not super specific map. It's
More
sorry,
of like
it's
an artistic expression.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you settle into the morning. At some point, I assume you go join for breakfast as well.
I think at some point, yeah. I mean, probably still before Bilbin makes it out of bed. I think
Cool.
I would have been like, well, surely everyone's up by now. And I would just head out, like trying to see where everybody's at.
Perfect. I would say at some point, or right around the hour of 9, you all convene at a table in the hotel restaurant breakfast nook. AP's dropping off hash at the table, and you're all drinking your coffee.
Kind of hash.
We got some hash browns, slow roasted for a while. We got some bacon up, and got bacon on there, mushrooms from the day before, onions, just all sorts of. We got some veggies. Made a little sauce to go on the top there as well. A little hot sauce from some peppers I found in the back. I don't know if they were fully edible, but they taste good to me. And well, what can you do? Make a little hash. Got some orange juice too if you need it. Coffee, whatever.
Thank you very much, Arthur.
Hey, no problem. No problem. I could make some pancakes too. I made some for the couple over there. I might be able to whip up some waffles. Who knows?
Oh,
French toast.
raise his hand, brother.
Why don't you quite the cook?
Oh, well, I try.
You all settle in, have a much more cordial morning than the night before. The four of you sit and wait. The hour at which you expected Omar to arrive happens, and a few minutes pass, another few minutes pass, while you're all probably making, conversation, assuming that he'll be arriving soon. Can everyone make perception checks for me?
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna use that as my cook treats for the day, and I'm gonna give
Cook treats?
Cook treats. I'm gonna give both you, Saren, and you, Oz, a treat. So that'll be an extra 2 temp HP.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Let's go.
As a treat.
7 perception.
Well, I will follow you up with an 8 perception there.
I will follow you up with a not 1 perception.
Ooh,
God, I thought you were
thought I
gonna say
was-
9.
Thought I was gonna caboose with 2.
So
Bacon's really good, guys.
A little lethargic.
I'm
this
busy
morning.
casting detect poison and disease on the hash.
perfect. While you,
Come now, I didn't make it too hot.
you all sit at this table, knowing that Omar's running behind, but also knowing that he drank quite a bit the night before. I think you're sitting, enjoying, and what you don't hear is horse hooves running down the streets outside, approaching, getting louder and faster until they settle outside of the Let 'Em All In. And that is where we will end our session.
Why would you tell us that? We
Dang.
didn't hear it.
Oh, you fucker.
Oh,
Where's
You
Munchin?
fucking goddamn fucker. Oh.
How's everyone feeling? Session 2, down the drain.
Hey,
we did it.
surely those horses are connected to nice people, probably. I'm sure it'll be great.
Definitely.
Oh,
They're
is it
coming to
Jim?
give us
Worry
our
about.
magic items.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
all
that's
of our starting
right.
magic items, and they're going to level us up to 2.
Decent people with good intentions.
Always.
Absolutely.
Exclusively.
Always ride horses fast.
Only good people ride horses.
Yes. Facts.
Yeah.
I love that song.
It's my favorite Toby Keith song.
I thought it was Big and Rich. That was their sequel. to
Oh,
Save
that's
a-
right.
Save a
Yeah, no,
Horse,
yeah,
Raise
yeah,
a
right.
Boy.
I messed that one up, yeah.
How's everyone feeling? Session 2, down the drain.
Feels good.
Saren, you didn't get killed by everybody else. That
I
was,
was
pretty
not
cool.
murdered. I did have to give my name out, which was unfortunate.
It was going to have to happen eventually.
It was going to have to happen eventually.
Hey, you
I
didn't
hope
get
to make it a
bonked
little
over the
longer.
head with an cast iron, so that's good.
I'm just glad we found some common ground.
Yeah.
Even though
It's worth
still
more
skeptical.
conversation, I think. But
think so.
Yeah, I think that's something you inferred from that statement more than something I said.
It was definitely a little bit in jest and in
Yeah.
slight.
You say, well, I'll be fucked. Just killed me.
Well, thanks for tuning in again, everybody. We'll be back next week with another exciting episode of the No Bards Allowed, the NBA podcast, and maybe we'll find out who was riding that horse.
Wait, one horse?
Who's one horse?
Oh, gave it away.
He slipped. Shit. He slipped.
That's fine. No,
I was just checking.
No, dude, you just give it away, man.
give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Dude, you just gave it away.
We know
Hey.
now that it's
Hey, what's behind that
obviously.
screen? Hey, what's behind that
Ju-
screen?
Don't look back here.
Hey, it's my screen. What's behind that screen?
All right.
Hey.
Thank you for listening, everybody. See y'all next week.
Bye, all
Thank
stars.
you.